How should America extract itself from Afghanistan?
With helicopters today. Listen, Karzai, I've met Karzai in Afghanistan. His brother's the biggest drug smuggler in the world. They grow opium there, and then they ship that heroin all over the world.
You're saying get out and get out at any cost and come home.
Absolutely. Our generals are saying, well, we can't leave right now. We're kind of entrenched. They live in the Stone Age there. They didn't attack us. They don't even have any way of getting to the United States. So the point here is this. If you ask a general whether you need to stay in a place to fight a war a little longer, it's a little like asking your barber whether you need a haircut. Of course you need a haircut, he's going to say.
Governor, you spent some time in the 1980s in the Middle East and a couple of countries there working on irrigation projects.
That's correct.
How does that color your foreign policy view?
Well, I think I understand the Middle East a lot better than many people who are in Washington, D.C., because I actually lived and worked and did business in Libya and Saudi Arabia, and I've traveled the entire Middle East. I understand these notions of Sunni versus Shia and who the Wahhabis are and how the Saudi royal family first seized power and how they built this alliance with the United States. Many people don't understand that we've had the American military in Saudi Arabia propping up the Saudi royal family for the last 60 years.
Should that end?
Well, actually, it is going to end, and let me tell you why. Because during the next 5 years, we'll be producing so much oil in Canada, the United States, and Mexico. North America will be the largest exporter of oil and producer of oil, and there's no reason why the United States ought to prop up any of the regimes in the Middle East because they become our competitors in selling oil worldwide.
How does that relate to what we're doing with Iran right now in our relations?
Yeah, during the last 60 years, our most important alliances in the Middle East were Saudi Arabia because we had their oil concession, and Israel. Israel will continue to be our main focus in the Middle East. But you know, the Arabs and the Persians have disliked and distrusted each other for 3,000 years. So as long as we were allied with the Saudis and the Kuwaitis and the Bahrainis and the Egyptians, then the enemy, the natural enemy, was Iran. And of course, we staged the coup that took their elected prime minister out in 1953. And so now the Iranians are kind of a little distrustful from us because we actually installed the Shah of Iran, who took their oil from them for 40 years. So here's our opportunity. Our opportunity is to build an alliance that includes the Iranians, get them to stop their nuclear ambitions, explain to them we could be their friends as well, but they're going to have to act like good neighbors.